So my name is Eileen Grubba. I am an actress, I'm a writer, I'm a producer, I'm a public speaker when asked, and I'm an advocate for the inclusion of people with disabilities in the film and television industry. My story you heard part of. When I was less than 5 years old, we went to get vaccines for school. And unfortunately, one of the vaccines that was put in me attacked my spinal cord, and I nearly died. My parents said they were told I wouldn't live through the night, and I did. And they had me in intensive care, not just in intensive care, but literally right in the nurse's station, because it was such critical care that was needed. And when I asked them why I was there, they gave me a nurse's hat, and they said, "Because we like you, you're special." I then got out of the hospital, was put into a wheelchair, and it was just known that I would never walk again. And that was just accepted by everyone, except me. Thank you. I had the most beautiful mother anyone could ever imagine. She had 8 children, and I was number 5. So the youngest was in her belly when all this started. My mom, in her effort to keep me moving forward in my life, brought me art supplies as I sat in my wheelchair and in my room creating artwork. And I, every single day, would slide myself off the side of my bed and try to stand every day because I didn't understand why I couldn't walk. So I did this over and over and over, and I fell so many times, and my mother would always come running saying, "Why are you doing that? You're going to hurt yourself." But I just kept trying, and I got to the point where one day I could stand. And it was a gradual process, but pretty soon I was like, and now I want to be a cheerleader. So that was the next thing I worked towards. And I'm not kidding. So soon I was able to walk, then I was able to sort of run, and pretty soon I was cheerleading, and I didn't care that my legs didn't work the way everyone else did. And I didn't care that my bladder didn't work, and I'm a little girl out there trying to be a cheerleader in front of the football team, and every time I jumped, my bladder would empty because it was paralyzed. And so for most kids, I guess that would have been a thing that took them out of the game, but me, I just wanted to be a cheerleader, so I kept going, and my mother brought me changes of clothes throughout the football game. We'd go at every quarter and change, and I just kept going. When I got a little older, I won an art scholarship for my artwork that I learned when I was small, and I also learned that my mother was right about so many things in my lifetime. When I started to face kids that were mean and bullies, I remember my mother saying, "You know, they're not showing you what's wrong with you. They're showing you what's wrong with them. So thank them for showing you who they are and move on." I have never forgotten that lesson, and it has served me well in this industry. Because unfortunately, as I got older, my mother passed away young. I ended up getting pulled into the entertainment industry, which was not my dream, but it just kept coming my way, and I thought, all right, let's go with the flow. By the time I was in high school, I was having surgeries to repair some of the stuff that happened to my legs because I was in a wheelchair in the growing years, and then I did all the cheerleading, and so by the time I was 21, I had to have the bones repaired in my ankles, and that process was a lengthy one. Needless to say, when I came into the entertainment industry, I had a limp. I have a spinal cord injury. I walk with a limp. I remember one of the first agents I met when I moved to New York City who saw me walk across the room, and he was like, "Wait a minute, walk across the room." And I thought, "Oh no, here we go." And I walked my best walk across the room. I turned around and smiled, and he said, "You're never going to work in this industry. You walk funny." To which I looked at the wall of girls behind his head, and I smiled, and I said, "I think I've already turned down what most of your girls aspire to do. I'm going to be just fine." What he didn't know is a prior week, I had been asked to do Playboy. And I was like, "I'm never doing that because I think it weakens women." And to which the casting director said, "Do you know how many girls would kill for this opportunity?" And at that point I said, "Do you know that my mother would come out of her grave and kill me?" It's not going to happen because I've seen too many women harmed by it. So I said no to that. And here I am a week later being told by a talent agent I'm never going to work in the entertainment industry. And I thought, no, you know what, I am. I'm going to do that. Shortly after, I moved to Los Angeles and was faced again with an enormous amount of discrimination. Just because I'm a girl, so I'm supposed to be perfect and sexy and all those things that matter so much to men, but not to me. And it was a battle. Believe me, it was a battle. It didn't take long before I realized I was going to have to change the entertainment industry if I wanted to work in it. And at that point in my life, I said, I've been through worse. I can do this. So I started, and the battle began, because I felt like, you know what? Why do women have to be perfect? And what is perfect? And who decides that? Why can't a woman have scars? Why can't a woman have a limp? Why can't a woman be everything she wants to be, or whatever she is? What is wrong with that? Well, listen, every woman on this earth has a right to be whatever she is. And whatever she is absolute perfection. Every difference is perfection. And honestly, I don't care if it is scars, wrinkles, lines, fat, big nose, no hair, big hair, short, tall, it doesn't matter. One eye, one arm, one leg, metal parts, it doesn't matter. It makes you who you are. And for me, these scars, this walk, these are my battle scars. And I'm standing here smiling because I won. I won my battles, and it's why I walk. I won my battles, it's why I'm alive. I then went and faced cancer, not too many years after both my parents died of cancer. They died very young. Not only did I face all these things, but I faced most of them alone. And I paid my own bills, and I made it through. I fought for every job I ever got. While I was going through cancer treatments, I was writing screenplays and selling them. While I was fighting through surgery after surgery, I would go to auditions on crutches, in wheelchairs, whatever it took to show up. And I didn't really care how many times they didn't like it, because I was there, showing up for myself. And if there were one thing I would say to every female on the planet, and especially the young ones, because I know you're going to change our world. I know you are. Because the time is coming for women to take their place. Their place is equal to all men. And I don't care who those men are. Equal. So men, if they are strong, and if they're smart, they're going to want a strong woman. Because that woman will get them through more things than they can even imagine. And women, there is only one person you need to impress or please or live up to the expectations of, only one. And that is the old woman you are going to be one day, who's going to look back at her life and say, all right, look what I did. And I believe a lot of those most challenged are our game changers. Because there is one thing we are better at than all of you. And that's surviving, which you're all going to have to do one day. So, if one day your life is on the line, you're going to want to know the survivors. You're going to want to know the ones who knew how to get through it. If one day your child is in trouble, you're going to want to know the people who know how to overcome things. I think that people with the greatest challenges adapt, adjust, and overcome in ways most people can't even imagine. And because of that, we need to really consider who our game changers are. They're not usually the people who've had it the easiest. They're not usually the people that you look at in high school that are the most popular. That's not usually who your game changers are going to be. So we have to open our minds and expand our horizons and look at all kinds of people, all different people, and really realize that every single human being that crosses your path is a little piece of your puzzle. They all have a little bit of information for you, so don't dismiss people. Don't be afraid of people because they're different. Please welcome your game changers. Honor the women who went before you and the battles they fought to clear your path. So when you've got the fortune of having older people around you, older women, older mothers, hear them. Listen to them. They've been through hell to get you here. Honor the people who came before you. Honor yourself. Honor your battle wounds. And I can't wait to see how you go out and change our world. I'm going to end this by saying, this year we have seen more people on television and in film with disabilities than we have seen in the last 100 years combined. So, this battle that was set before me, maybe I was sent into this world just to face this industry, just to rally the troops, just to keep going, just to keep standing up, because I believe that when women like me are included in entertainment, and like women with all differences are included in entertainment and media and marketing, then we're going to have a world that is a little more open to differences, all kinds of differences. And so you're starting to see it happen. We did change our entertainment industry. I am working in film television. And I still have to laugh about all the people who said you're never going to work in that industry. I still have to laugh every time I think about it. And I share this story with you so that all of you can think about whatever it is that everyone's told you is the reason you're not going to be able to achieve your dreams. And laugh. Smile. Thank them for showing you who they are and what they're not capable of. And you keep moving. Surround yourself with the people who honor you, respect you, honor your dreams. Surround yourself with the people who believe in you. That will empower you.